everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to try to do a gel card. And I have seen these on YouTube, and I have done one way back in the past, but I have not done one recently. And I love these Fishy Friends stamps. These are from 2003, and they were Stampin' Up, and I just thought that they were adorable. And so I'm going to use these again. And then I also have these ocean stamps, which are from 2005. They are from Spotlight Stamps. I don't know if I will use these or not. They're just kind of cute, and they were oceany. The mermaid's kind of cute. They don't really go together, so I probably won't use these, and I'll just use these, but I don't know yet. And I thought that I would drag you guys along to see what we can do. Now these gel cards, I don't know if you've ever seen these or have done them, but there's hair gel in this little Ziploc bag, and you can purchase these Ziploc bags like in the jewelry section of Hobby Lobby or whatever. I have some from jewelry making, but then my daughter is the one that has the hair gel, so I went to her room and borrowed some hair gel, or stole some hair gel, and I'm going to go ahead and make two cards. I figure I may as well, if I'm going to make one like this, I may as well make two like this. And all you do is you put probably a tablespoon of hair gel in the baggie, and then you just mix it around. And sometimes the bubbles are kind of cool, but if you think you have too many, you can burp the bag to get the bubbles out. And I'm going to do that with this one. But it's just kind of neat. Now this hair gel was yellow. I know that you can get blue hair gel, and that's probably the best for the water effect. I was even kind of wondering if maybe I don't want to put a little bit of like re-inker or something in here if I have it. So I might just look and see if I have some blue re-inker so I can make the water, make the gel look a little bit more like water. I thought that might be cool. So let me see what I have here. I have pink, I have black, I have purple, green. Surely I have some blue here. Another color of pink. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Rosa Trina. Let's see. Another pink. Yes, pink is my favorite color. I wonder if I put some glue in there, like, oh, what is that called? That glue stuff? Oh, here's some blue. Ballet blue. I wonder if we used some stickles, if that would make it not only blue but also glittery. But I found this, so I'm going to use this ballet blue, and I'm just going to open the bag up and just put a little bit in here, because I'm sure a little bit goes a long way. 1, 2, 3 drops. That probably is too many, but we shall see. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to get that all gelled up in there. Oh, it's cool already. I'm liking this. So that's kind of fun. I take an old technique that's been around and make it my own, make it kind of a new technique. And I think that this looks way better than the... Oh, I'm excited. This is kind of cool. Now, does that look like water or what? We got it going on. This is cool, guys. I am liking this. It makes me smile. I'm literally crafting and smiling. I need to figure out my craft room situation, and I need to have it so you guys can maybe see me sometimes when I'm doing these cards, because, I don't know, I like to watch the people that I'm watching work. But, ooh, that's kind of cool. Now that looks way more like water than this does. So I'm doing the same thing to this side, and I think I liked the 3 little things. But I might just do 2 in this one just to see if it's not quite as dark. Ooh, I almost got 3 anyway. And I'm not sure if I put as much gel in this one as I did in the other one. So really it's just a couple of drops of the re-inker, couple or 3, to about a tablespoon of this. You don't want it to be like really fat or anything. I mean, the bag is pretty flat when you tape it down. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I really haven't thought about my cards yet, so I don't know exactly how it's going to be. I just knew I wanted to do this technique, and I worked all day today, so I came home and made dinner, and now it's kind of my own time. So I have just a little bit of time to do my own thing, which I totally enjoy and appreciate that my husband doesn't mind that. I know that sometimes when somebody, you know, wants to be alone, it means they're mad or whatever, but that's not the case for me. I just like my alone time. I'm going to try to get these bubbles out a little bit. And I'm not too worried if I can't, but okay, yeah, I don't want to take the risk of getting that gel everywhere. So I am loving this. I think that looks really cute. And I can't wait to send this to somebody. Okay, and then as we talked about on another video, I'm using one of these cards from a card pack that I got at Hobby Lobby. And let me show you. It's these perfectly polka dot cards. There's 48 cards and envelopes, and it's $10. But you never buy it when it's full price. You always wait till it's half price, or you use a 40% coupon. So it's really like $5 for all these cards, and I just love them. And one thing I love about them is that they are double-sided. Like, it has the polka dots on the front and on the back. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't really care if the back is decorated most of the time. So I am going to use this one card and make it into 2 card fronts. So to do that, I'm just going to cut off this little thing so I won't forget to do that. And then I'm going to cut just a little bit on each side of this fold so that I have a full piece of paper for each side. And this one's going to be a little smaller because it had the thing, but if you do your 5.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut that in half, or 8.5 by 11, you will see that even the small one fits just fine in here. And, or that is the big one, hold on. The small one fits just fine too, though, I promise. And it's actually too long, so I'm going to cut them both down. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to snip off about 1/2 inch on each of them because they are just too long. So I'm going to just put these together and go to my 1/2 inch mark and just chop away. Now, here's the small one, and here's the big one. And there's not much of a difference. Actually, this big one I'm even going to trim a little bit off the bottom so that it'll look more centered on the card. So I'm just going to trim, let's do a 1/4 inch. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my handy dandy blade cartridge set that I'm getting a lot more use out of nowadays, that I got from Stampin Up. No, I didn't. Creative Memories, a long time ago. But I'm sure that these still sell. I don't even know if Creative Memories is still around, though. Gosh, I just thought of that. And I need a drink. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Diet Coke. Okay. So I want this hole, I always get confused when I'm doing this, so please pardon me while I think. Okay, I want this hole to be a little bit bigger than this hole, so I'm going to use the biggest one I have, which is this red one. I'm going to use this one, and I'm just kind of centering it up. And you know what? I may go ahead. No, I won't. I'm just going to center him up and cut him, and I'm just lining him up on my little mat just a little bit, and I'm just eyeballing it, guys. This is not rocket science. It's okay if it's not perfect. And these things are kind of fun, but they can be a little loopy, so you gotta just be sure to hold the ring down really still and hard and press, and then make sure that you get this out before you lift this up, because if you don't, you're hardly ever going to be able to put it back down in the same circle that you got it out of. So pick that up, and then I'm going to do the same thing to this one. And I'm kind of giving a little bit of instructions in case somebody has this and doesn't know how to use it, or in case you whoops, I see it, and I mess up. Everybody messes up. But even if you maybe have it and you've forgotten how to use it, because that's easy to do too. And I may have even just done this wrong now that I'm thinking about it, because I made this hole bigger That's okay. As long as one of them is a little bigger and one of them is a little smaller, I think we'll be all right. So this one I'm going to use the middle one, and I'm going to line it up with this. So the middle one is the green one. And if you can see, each one of these blades is a little more distant from these little legs, and the legs are what slide into the holes of these. You can either make it go on the outside and cut the circle from the outside, or you can make it go on the inside and cut the circle from the inside. So there's two different ways that you can cut it. So this one is going to cut it closest to the circle, either closest on the inside or closest on the outside. And this one is going to cut it furthest away because the blade is furthest away from the legs. So this one is going to make a smaller hole if you do it this way, but a larger circle if you do it this way. And this one is going to do a larger hole. Is that right? Yeah. It's going to do a bigger hole if you do it this way, and a smaller hole if you do it this way. And I think that I did screw up because I think that this is going to make it a smaller hole. No, it's going to make it a bigger hole, and this one's going to be a medium sort. I don't know. Whatever. I think I'm doing it okay. I just don't know. It's very confusing to me, and it shouldn't be that confusing. So I'm just centering this up to where I'm going to put it. And again, I'm just eyeballing it so it's in the middle. And then I'm going to line this puppy up so it's in the middle. And then I'm going to hold both of these still while I pick up this and pull it out. And then I'm going to cut with the medium or the middle sized cutter, which is the green one. And again, make sure that you can get this puppy out. See how sometimes it sticks a little bit? I just pulled it out and it was okay. I mean, it did all right, but I could have just gone around it again with this to make sure I got all of those, and so that got rid of all of the XX, but whatever. Okay, so let's see if I did this right. So yes, this is what I wanted. So it's going to make it so that the card sticks out a little bit there, but then this has a nice border to it. So yay, I figured it out. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to line it up, or center it up, put this bad boy down, center that up, hold this and the paper while I lift up this polka dotted one, pull that out, then take my medium and cut my circle. Make sure that my circle lifts out, which it does, and then I can lift this up. And then I can put this one over it, and I got myself another fine line. Okay, so now I think I'm done with these. I can put these away. And if I'm not mistaken, it does come with a sheet that you could actually use and lay over it, and it would make it, whoops, it would make it more beneficial. Looks like my camera screwed up. Let's see here. I have a hodgepodge tripod thing going on here, so sorry about that. Hopefully you didn't miss any of this cool video, because it was stellar, I'm telling you. So I'm going to put this on this side, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a fish or two on this, and you'll be able to see through it so that you can see the little fishy swa, and then I will stamp a few and I will fussy cut them and put them on this, or at least, you know, one or two or whatever. So that's the plan. So I'm just going to make one with you guys, and then I will do one on my own. But so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first take this and I'm going to put a pencil mark just lightly around where this is so that I know that this is where I want to put my image. And then I need to decide what image I want to use. And I am in love with this guy. I think he could be really cute. We could make him some purple and some blue, and he'd be kind of cool looking, make him iridescent. And then I could also put, I really like these guys. I really like all of them. Can I just use them all? How about that? How about just use them all? Okay, so I might put him here and maybe put some of the Starfish in. That way you can kind of see a little bit through here, through the window. And then on this side, I can put my, whatever that's called, seahorse, and then this little fishy guy. Now there is a rule of threes, so I might be screwing up by trying to do even numbers instead of odd numbers, but there's two more guys in there that I can use. So let's go ahead and get started and see what we do. I'm going to stamp this in just regular black ink, and then I am going to use my, I think I'm going to use, gosh, I don't know. I think I'm going to use not alcohol markers. I think I'm just going to use regular Stampin' Up markers because I kind of want to give those a whirl. Whoops, it's Eggplant Envy. That's not going to do me any good. Oh my goodness, guys, where's my black? Here's some black Memento. I will use that. I really don't plan my cards out, as you can tell, prior to you guys joining me. Which is sometimes the fun of it, because you get to see everything in action, but sometimes it's not so fun because it takes up forever. And I act like you guys can help me pick out colors and such, but you guys aren't very helpful, I have to tell you. Okay, so let's see how this does. Woo! Now that I've invaded my own space. Putting that up there. Okay. And I'm going to stamp, I said I wanted to stamp the little, whatever he is. Why can't I come up with words today, people? Starfish. Let's stamp the Starfish. Cute. And then let's stamp this jellyfish. Yay! Now I'm coming up with words, aren't I? Yay! And I'm going to try to put him, he's a rubber stamp, so these are a little harder to do, but I'm going to try to put him jellying over here so that we can still see him. And maybe I should have masked the, oh, I hope not. Yay, I did it where I didn't even have to mask, so that was good because I didn't mask. So there, that's that. Woohoo! Yay, us. Okay, now I need just some white paper so I can stamp these little guys. The seahorse. And this little fishy. And I think I'm going to also stamp this red crab guy, because I don't know, but I might need him. Coolio, coolio, coolio. I'm not going to clean these off yet because I will be making the other stamp, and I probably will be making that tonight, so I'm just putting them over here unclean, which is not my style, but it doesn't mean it's not okay. So now we get to color these fun guys, and I could use whatever markers those are called, the Copics, and that would probably be really cool because you could blend them, and that does sound kind of neat. But I don't know why I'm kind of stuck on the Stampin' Up right now, and I want to try to see what we can do with just regular Stampin' Up markers. So I am erasing this line that I had for my guide. So now when he's closed, you can kind of see both the starfish and the jellyfish, which is awesome. And this will be on top. And this will be behind this. So it will look like this. Isn't that cool? And we will get all of this put together here in just a minute. So we just need to color, and this really won't take very long, I don't think. I hope not. And I don't have as many colors with Stampin' Up! As I would like, so I'm just going to kind of look and see what colors I have. I'm going to move some of these guys over so I can see them a little better. I don't know how there got to be an expo marker in here, but I have a feeling it's all from my children, because I tell them that these are off limits, but I know that they don't always respect my stuff the way that I would want them to, because I don't put stuff like this in here. Grr. It looks like there's just like a regular pen over here. I'm putting all the stuff that doesn't really belong in that back one, if I can. What is that? Just a pen? Okay, so now I can see my colors a little better, and I know what I have. Goodness gracious. Okay, I think that's good. And I'm going to start by coloring this little guy a little bit of this blue color. And I really don't even know where I'm going to start. I'm starting on his tentacles for some reason, even though in my head I had started in his little head. So I'm going to do that too. And I'm just going to use little circular motions. And this ink is kind of whatever you see is what you get. It's not blendy. I think you can make it a little lighter. I might be able to do a few things with it to make it kind of cool looking. But for the most part, it's what you see is what you get. And I'm going to just kind of make him, I don't want to say rainbow, because I'm not going to, maybe ombre would be a better word for him. I want some purple in here too though. So blue and purple, and maybe even a little bit of pink, like a light pink, like this Blushing Bride pink. I'm not exactly sure what color to make the starfish, but in my head I'm thinking like an orangish color. And I do not want this to be looking like it's red, white, and blue, because that would drive me crazy. So I'm just going to do some of his tentacles here at the bottom with this pink color. And if I need to go over one of these colors with another color to make it not red, white, and blue, I will do that, I promise, because I do not want red, white, and blue. Not that there's anything wrong with red, white, and blue, just that I've never seen a sea creature that's red, white, and blue. I mean, I'm as patriotic as the next guy. Maybe not, I mean, I didn't join the army or anything, but I can appreciate the arts of that. Okay, so I'm going to color a little bit of this purple. Woo-wee, this is, what color is this? Concord Crush. And it is almost black. Woo-wee. I wonder if I used some, I'm glad I put him there and not over his eyes or something. I wonder if he'll lighten up at all. This is a bright color. And I wonder if I put some, I think it's called Gamasol or something. I wonder if I added something, if it would make it any better. Woo-wee, because that is not the color I was hoping for. Wonder what color this is. This is Smoky Plum. I really don't want to have to color him again, but I'm thinking I might just have to, because I do not like that plum color. Unless I did the whole thing, and then he just looks like a big black blob. Okay, I'm hating that. Hating that, hating that. I am hating that. So, what am I going to do about it? I am going to take another piece of paper, just of the white cardstock, and I am going to cut this down to size, which is 4 1/4. Oops. Goodness, I hate it when I do that. And then, so let's see, how big is this? It's to here, so I'm just going to do like a 1/4 of an inch. So I'm doing 5 by 4. Is that right? I don't know. Whatever I'm doing, guys. I need to slow down or something, don't I? And I will put this on top of this just to cover it up because that is horrible. And then now you can kind of see it from that side. I don't know what I'll do. We'll figure it out. But that is going away because that is horrible. So I need to punch my little, oh, I need to see where this hole is again. Well, you know what? I think I'll just go ahead and glue him on because that way I'll know exactly. I kind of made a mess. And so back to the drawing board. And where's my ink? Okay, so let's try this little guy again. And I'm going to do him over here again, and maybe I'll do him a little crooked and maybe down a little bit. Let's see how that works. And then this little guy, I will do him over here and up a little bit, and yay. Okay, here we go again. Sorry, peeps. That was not what I intended. I need to use a lighter blue and a lighter pink and a light purple if I have one, and if I don't, I'm just going to have to do without. So, here we go again. Oh, whoops, I need to erase that line. But this is even cuter because I like that you can see his face in this one, and you couldn't see his face in the other one. Okay, that's one fun thing about crafting, guys. You can't really mess up. I mean, if there's a mess up, just cover it up with something. Just like this mess up, I can either cover it up with some white ink or just frankly leave it, or whatever I feel like I want to do. Which at this moment I'm not real sure, and it doesn't really matter. I don't have to know right now. I'll see how it all looks when it's all put together. I'm just getting some pink on his tentacles. And then I'm going to do, I think I do like this light bluish color. I don't know that I have another light bluish color. And then I have this pink color. I need to see what color. Or purple. That's purple. Maybe I can go for that one. Maybe it needs to be pink, then blue, then purple. Let's see. If I did... See, it's still kind of bright. I do not have a better purple, at least not in that. I wonder if I have a better purple. I have these market markers, and there's way better purples. Okay, new plan. Plan B. way better. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yes, this is so much better. And then I will do blue with this guy. And then I will do pink. And it would be nice to blend it a little bit better than I'm doing here. So I'm just taking this pink and I'm just kind of trying to color over some of this blue. Just to blend it a little bit, to give it a little bit of blend color. And then I'm going to take that purple again and I'm going to do the same from the top down into the blue. There, I kind of like that. I think that looks decent. And then I'm going to take this purple and kind of go a little bit down with the pink and the other blue. Oops, I kind of messed up a little. That's okay. It's kind of cool. And then, let's see. I need to color that starfish. And I wasn't thinking of pastels exactly when I started this, but now I'm kind of thinking pastels. So let's do a little bit of, this is pink flamingo, so this is very pink. I'm going to do some orange over him too to kind of help shade that. But I think I'm going to color the whole thing in pink. I'm thinking pink and orange for him. And then both of them are going to need some wink of Stella for sure. Alright, and then I'm going to skip the peach color and go straight for the orange color. And kind of highlight where he already has some bubbles coming up, or whatever those are called, on his little body. And maybe even do a little bit more than necessary, just because I don't want him to be pink. So you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to color over all of them and give him this nice pinkish orangish color, even though I don't really want him pink. I kind of want him a little bit orange. So I think, even though I used orange in that one, that's about the orangish, wow, that's hard to say, without being pastel, that's about the orangish I can get. So now, how do I open the back side? Oh, right here. Let's see, there is like a regular orange, and then there's this orange, which is kind of a brownish fall orange, and I think I'm going to use this to kind of highlight and go along where these little, I don't know, barnacles would be, or whatever this is. Barnacles. And then I think I will take this pastel blue color and I will color in these bubbles. And I will will take this other blue and I will highlight some of the bubble. There, and I think that looks halfway decent. Can you guys see that okay? I think that looks all right. And it's going to look even better when we put some Wink of Stella on it. Ooh, I put a bunch on it. That's really cool. I just love this stuff. This is the neatest thing. And I'm going to try to do the tentacles a little bit, at least the best I can. Just trace over them with a light hand of the brush, but I know it's not going in the tentacle space, but that's okay. My ink didn't either. Other people are way more patient than I am and could do a way better job of that, but I don't care. I'm satisfied with it being a little haphazard and crazy. And I can still see my line up here, so I'm just taking my eraser and erasing again. I could have made this a trifold card and then written on the inside, but I didn't. So, oh, and that's okay because I have mess on the other side. So this is how that's going to look, which I think is really, really cute. So while this is kind of drying with that Wink of Stella, I'm going to go ahead and color in these little fish. And I don't know exactly what color I'm going to color him, but I know he needs to be a reddish color. So, I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and use all these Bix Market pencils. So there's Sunset Orange, and this one is Rambunctious Red. So as long as this red isn't too dark, I'm going to go for it. Because I know these little crab things are kind of red, and they're kind of a little bit orange too, I think. I don't know. So I'm going to leave a little bit to be colored in with the orange. And I'm going to try to carefully color in his little antenna and eyebrows. Because these pins, even though they're fine point, they are not fine point. Not the way that you and I would say is fine point. So I'm just coloring him in, and I'm kind of going a little fast, which I hope doesn't make me pay later, but and I'm not exactly coloring every little bit of this because I want some of the orange to show through when I color that over this in just a second. And also I need to color his tongue, and I'm not sure if I should color it this color or a darker red, or I think I'll just color it this color for now and then I'll go over it. So here we go with the orange color, and I am just taking it on the places that I didn't color before, and even some of the places that I did color, just kind of trying to highlight a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks kind of cool. And I think instead of doing the Wink of Stella on this guy, I might do some glossy, whatever that's called, because I don't think he would be real sparkly. He looks like he could hurt you. I'm a pincher, and I'm going to pinch you. That's what he looks like. And here's this really dark, this is called Prairie Berry, and it looks like a really dark berry color. I'm just going to color his tongue in with that, just to make it look like it's a little darker. Very nice, very nice. So I think he's done other than the glaze, but I'm not going to put glaze on him yet because I need to color these guys. I might do this guy in kind of a bluish and greenish, I think. I'm going to try to put these guys back as I use them. I really like this set. I ordered it not too long ago. This is the first time I've really used it. So let's see here. This color kind of matches the blue polka dots. Okay. And I'm really not sure of coloring patterns for fish at all. I don't even know what color that guy is, but I think I'm going to make him purple. Ah, sorry, I needed a drink. I'll leave that out. And then what color do I want to use with this color? Maybe like a yellow? Here's like a harvest yellow looking color. What color is this? Lemon Bliss. Let's see how that looks with it. Yeah, that might be too yellow. I'd kind of like a little more brownish. Okay, so now I'll go over them. There's a more tan color next to him. What color are you, my friend? You are Tiki Hut Tan. Alright, let's try you. Yeah, that might work better. So I have two Chihuahuas, and I love these guys, and one of them, her name is Tinkerbell, and they're both girls, and the other one is Buttercup, and they are precious. But I have to say that Tinkerbell has my heart. Tinkerbell was my very first one. Tinkerbell has been through thick and thin with me. Tinkerbell is my girl. I love this dog, like, love this dog. Like, she kisses me on the lips, and I don't mind. Like, we sleep together. Like, okay, I don't know how much of that you missed. That's a bummer if you missed a lot, but I think that you saw me fussy cut these pieces and my camera just went kabuki. So I think that you did, and goodness gracious, it's still going crazy. I need to figure this out, this tripod thing. But I just took sticky strip and put it along the edges of my ocean water. And then I put that, oops, and I have a little bit of the ocean water sticky strip hanging out up here. So let me fix that real quick. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I will just try to tuck it in here real carefully. There we go. But this is like the ocean water. So how cool is that? And then you open it up and then you see the little fishies. And we're going to put this on the outside here. So I'm just going to put my glue gun tape around the edges, and then I'm going to center this back up and stick them straight down. And then I'm going to take some stamping dimensional things, whatever these are called, and put these little guys swimming on the outside. With these little glue dots, or not glue dots, but whatever this is called, I'm calling it Stampin' Dimensionals, but I know that that's not the real name of these. That's the Stampin' Up brand name. I don't know what these are called. I like that they're like rectangles, and I probably should be using my Stampin' Dimensionals for these because I don't need the rectangles, and sometimes you need rectangles. And I think that these are all of the rectangles I have, so I should probably save these. Let's see, where do I want him? Maybe right there. Hopefully you heard my story about my cat, or my dog. Okay, I'm going to put these away, and let me see if I can find my Stampin' Up Dimensionals. I know I had them out just the other time I was working in the craft room, and if I can't find them, I know I have other Dimensionals. Maybe not Stampin' Up ones, but I got something. Oh, here we go. These are just little round ones. I'm going to put this little crab down here. I really don't know how long this video is. I hope it isn't too awfully long, and I hope that you got most of it. And if not, I will do it again. Because this really is a fun technique, and it's a cool card. Cool card. Erg. I said that like a pirate a little bit. Okay, I'm just pulling off all of my little sticky tab things. Getting them in my little trash can, which I keep right next to me. I do have one of those creative memories, like it holds a drink and a trash can, and I have had that for as long as I've been stamping, and I love it. And there is our card, and this is really cute. So it has the blue water, which is real pushy, and you can squish it, and it's just really neat. And then you open it up, and it's very sparkly and pretty. And I might even put some sparkles on some of these guys. Actually, I know I will, because I love the sparkle. And I don't know if these guys are sparkly or not, but I'm going to put sparkle on him. And I'm going to put some sparkle on the little seahorse. His little belly, his fins. Oh, just everywhere. I can't help it. His little face. And then this guy, I'm going to put some glossy accents on because I feel like he is like hard-shelled. I don't want to put glitter on him. Now, I may need to clean this thing off. Didn't seem like it was coming out very well. There we go. So I will just glossy accent him up. Do his eyes. His claws. And his body. Tickle, tickle, tickle. And his little crab legs. Yummy crab legs. That's probably my favorite food. If I had a choice of anything, I'd probably pick crab legs. I've even made them once. I was proud of myself, but it's not something I'd like to do a lot of. But, I mean, they were good. Okay, I think for a first-time remake card, this turned out really cute, and I'm really happy that I thought to put some blue in there because I just think that makes it even neater. I wish I hadn't put blue in both of them so that we could compare, but I know I like the blue better than I would if I didn't put it. I almost wish I would have done some like blue around the edge or something like that, or maybe even put a wave in there. I don't know. This is fine. I think it's really cute. I love how the crab is different from the other two, and I like the colors of all of them, and I like the color of this polka dot, and then you open it up and it's cute, and you can make this into a birthday card or a whatever card. And the only thing I'm not sure, since this, you can see this whole gel bag, maybe I should cover this up with another piece of cardstock or something, but honestly I don't think it's a big deal. Whoever you give this to is going to be oohing and eyeing that it's got gel in it, and it's so cool because you can just really mush it, and it's just fun. You're like, oh wow, this is neat. I actually want to run down and show it to my husband because I know he'll be mushing on it, but I have to wait till this dries because otherwise that will get messed up. But I think that everything else is dry. I love how this dries so fast. This Wink of Stella stuff, I'm telling you, if you don't have, is that what it's called? Yeah, Wink of Stella. If you don't have this, I would say you need it because it is just perfect. It's the perfect little product. It puts so much glitter on things and it just looks so nice. And I don't know how long it will last, but I have heard people say that they take this off and refill it and it will go through another whole thing of liquid in there because it looks like it's about empty, but I'm not sure. So I will try that, and then when it's all over and there's no more Wink or Stella in there, I will use it as just a regular like watercolor brush because that's pretty much what it is, and it has a nice point on it, and I think that you could get a lot of use out of this. So that's my plan, and yeah, I guess that's it. So I hope that you might make the card. I hope you like it, and let me know your thoughts and comments. And if you have anything to say about Butter, let me know what your thoughts are on that too, because I do love this pup. I just am a little nervous about giving her away, but then on the other hand, I'm not sure she's living the most quality life right now, and I want her to have a great life because she's just such a sweet girl. So, okay, I guess that's it. I will talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching.